What's up, guys? It's the Whiteboard Breakdown for May 16th. The equipment you will need for today is a kettlebell or dumbbell. If you have two, that would be great as well. A jump rope, and then we do have a whole other option for this workout if you have a barbell or if you have a rig set up where you can do some pull-ups and toes the bar. So for our warm-up, we have an 8-minute EMOM working for 30 seconds and then resting for 30 seconds. So we have 4 exercises, so we'll do 2 rounds here. Starting off our first one, we're going to work our double unders because those are in the workout. So we can work singles for our first round just so that we make sure that our legs are getting warm, just getting the blood pumping a little bit. And then that second round, when we come back to it, hit the double unders there. Next one, we have sit-ups. So just our basic sit-up, butterfly the feet, hands overhead, tap the toes at the top. Making sure your shoulders are above your hips for each rep. Next one, we have our RDL. So for our first round, just making sure we have a light weight. So I have a 35 pound, that's perfect for me. If you have the barbell, you could use that as well. Just hinging and standing, squeezing, make sure the shoulders are back. We don't have to go all the way to the ground, just make sure those hamstrings get a good stretch. Stand up, squeeze at the brace at the top. Last one we have is squats, just body weight squats. On this first one, you can take your time, make sure your knees and hips and ankles are all getting nice and warm. On that second round, speed it up a little bit. All right, we're moving on to the Metcon. So for the Metcon for the day, we have a ladder of 4 different exercises we're going to be working through with 20 kettlebell swings in front of every laddered round. So for our first round, we're starting off with 20 kettlebell swings and then moving into 3 reps of all 4 exercises, another 20 kettlebell swings, and then we increase by 2. So we go 3, then 5, 7, 9, and so on, all the way up, okay? As we're going through our exercises, we want to think about getting through a full round pretty much unbroken, and then taking a little bit of rest before we get to our kettlebell swings, or if we don't feel like we're confident in a lot of the movements, break them down one at a time, take a little bit of a breather after each one, and then hop into that next exercise. So for our kettlebell swings, I don't have a kettlebell, so I have a dumbbell here. So for our kettlebell swings, I'm going to be doing a hike with a single arm and then doing like swings from here. Just make sure we hinge, and then as we hinge, we stand up and squeeze our glutes. If we have a regular kettlebell that's heavy enough, 2 hands on that kettlebell. Then we're going into our row. So our row variations, if we only have 1 bell, we're going to do per side. So I would do 3 per side on my first round. I can do a lunge, my hand just placed on my knee, making sure that elbow is nice and tight to my side. 3 on one side, 3 on the other. If I have 2 bells, I just have to do 3 total. Or if I have a barbell, I'm using that to rep. For our rig or bar version, this is where we would do pull-ups. So we would be doing kipping pull-ups here. Then we have our hollow leg lifts. So I'm in a hollow position. I'm just lifting my legs. Perpendicular to the ground, and then right back down to almost parallel to the ground. From there, those are nice and slow and controlled. If we're on the rig or the bar, that's what we're doing, toes to bar, or knees to chest or knees to waist. Next one we have is an overhead or racked squat. So if we have the mobility and we're advanced enough to do a dumbbell overhead squat, we can rock that single, or if we're really advanced, we can do both overhead. If not, we can just do that in the rack with 1, or we can do a goblet as well. If you have 1, just make sure we're evening out our sides. It's just a total number though, so it will be uneven every round. Oops. If you do have a barbell, we're doing just regular overhead squats. For our guys, we're starting off at 135 and working our way down. That's really heavy for 15 reps or so. Make sure we can get 10 to 15 reps unbroken with whatever the weight we choose. Females starting at 95 and work their way down. Last one we have is our double under. So double unders are going to be times 3 here. So 9, 15, 21, you get it, working up. If we do not have the double unders, we're going to times that number by 6. So just doubling that number each round. If we know we struggle with double unders, we want to practice, maybe we just do 2 times that instead of the 3 times. And then for that, the rig and bar option stays the same. All right, after we finish and we work all the way up that ladder and call time, we're going to our core station. So we'll take a little rest And this is working on our handstand goal. So we have 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. First, just starting off with our hollow hold. So we have 20 seconds of our hollow hold. From here, arms can go overhead. I want to drive through my shoulders here like I'm doing a handstand. Okay, so usually with my hollow, my shoulders will be packed down, but I'm trying to initiate and trying to force that into my handstand. If this is too hard with the legs all the way out, you can bring the knees in and focus on that good tight position, driving through your shoulders. Because on the next time through, so we'll do 20, 10, 5 times in a hollow hold, we're gonna do that in a handstand. So it's either in a full handstand or we can do that in a pike position where I'm driving my shoulders into my hips, but I'm still creating that hollow tension through my core. So I can pike my feet up onto a box or kick up all the way onto the wall. So try that out, guys, and have an awesome Saturday.